we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, San Antonio. Here's Castle. Banked in on. Off the glass. Castle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Now here's Paul. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Greg Popovich.
In front of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Garland. "17-foot shot on the way."
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Finished off the break.
Boy, the length and speed of Evan Mobley defensively, he ignites that fast break.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
San Antonio trailing here. Paul, right side. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Mobley a screen. Pass to Strus. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Castle. And the 3 off target. And here's Cleveland. They trail by.
Oh! You've got to be kidding. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. And it goes down 2 points.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Now, here's Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Garland's got 5 points so far. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Chris Paul opportunistic on the inside in that instance.
Here's Mitchell following the basket by Chris Paul. Down low. Wade can't hit. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
The kick out to Barnes. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot's good from Paul.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. San Antonio leading. Over to the left wing. Here's Castle. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And some good act. In the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin, winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
They double team Wembanyama. Paul surveying the floor. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Oh, wow!
Young fella.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Allen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Got a piece of it.
The aggressiveness from Okoro to send that back. Not in my house.
It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Okoro. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And it's Paul penetrating. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Wembanyama, left side. Sinks that one from the post. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Wembanyama with it. Wade picks him up. Wembanyama down low. Castle. The long distance three is buried. Castle's got 9 points.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Spurs leading by 7. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
The screen from Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Vassell outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Here's Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Offline with his 3. San Antonio leading by 10. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
And nicknamed Big Body, Johnson doesn't shy away from contact, using that size and strength to gut through it.
Barnes outside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, that's elite length and explosiveness. Harrison Barnes attacks the rim, leaves no doubt.
The Cavaliers with another miss. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
In for the Cavaliers, Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley.
Wembanyama way outside. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's San Antonio. They lead by 14. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Cavaliers trail by 14. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Spurs passing it around. Scooped up. Mitchell outside. Here's Allen. Strus in the corner. Mobley up top. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by the Spurs.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says, Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And Paul gets it to go in.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
On the wing, Mitchell. Vassell, the bounce pass. Out to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. That shot is good.